YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today we're filming a fall makeup tutorial. Fall is about 2 weeks away, so I thought I would get a head start and do a fall look now. I'm going to be focusing mostly on the eyes, doing kind of an intense, smoky, kind of golden, reddish, brownish kind of fall leaves eye, and like a neutral lip, and like just good looking skin, and let's just start this thing. First, I'm going to start off by priming my skin with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer in Light. This one is a little bit more oil controlling. I don't know what it is, but recently my skin has been a slight bit more oily than normal, so I'm just using this all over my face, sweeping it around in circular motions, just blending it really well into the skin. Next, I'm going to prime my eyelids and my under eyes with a bit of the BB primer from Benefit. This is called Air Patrol. This is brand new. It's got a yellow tint to it, so it helps to kind of conceal around the eyes, make everything look a little bit more even before you apply your eyeshadows. I'm applying it under my eye as well because it helps my concealer to last a bit longer too. This product has a built-on applicator. I'm not sure that I love this applicator yet. I'm still trying to work with it, so I'm just applying it with the applicator and then using my fingertips to blend it out and pat it in. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Porcelain, which is currently the lightest shade that they make. I'm going to be applying that with an angled flat kabuki brush and pressing it into my skin and working it in circular motions to make it full coverage but natural looking at the same time. I really probably should have shaved before this video. Now I'm going to move on to concealer. This is the brand new Bare Skin Concealer from Bare Minerals, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. If you like the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay, you might actually like this as well. It's a very similar texture. I'm just using this under my eyes to highlight and conceal, and I'm also going to take this in the center of my nose, chin, upper lip, and right between the brows. I'm going to go ahead and bounce that out with my Beauty Blender. Now to set all that foundation and concealer, I'm going to be using the Lancome Dual Finish Powder. Alright, now that it looks super dead and one color, I'm going to go ahead and hit my skin with a little bit of bronzer. This is the Chocolate Soleil Bronzer from Too Faced, and I'm just swirling that around my face, anywhere that I want to warm it up, mostly the outer portions and the cheekbone area, using my Real Techniques Duo Fiber Face Brush. And to finish off the skin, I'm going to move on to my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Pink Quartz, and I'm going to kind of use this as blush and highlighter at the same time. Using an angled blush brush, I'm just going to be placing that onto the apples of my cheek and blending it up to where I would normally apply my highlighter. Alright, now onto my eyes, which are the star of the show. I'm going to be starting off with a cream shadow stick. This is from Mally. This is the Evercolor shadow stick in the shade Subtle Shimmer. I've used this probably 3 or 4 times on my channel in the past, and I'm just taking this all across my upper lid, inner corner to outer corner up to the natural crease line, and then I'm going to blend it out with a small brush. I'm also going to be applying that to my lower lash line. I'm going to let that cream shadow set for just a few minutes while I fill in my brows. I'm going to use the Lancome Le Sourcil de Finis in the shade Medium Ash. This is the perfect brow pencil I've been looking for my whole life. It is amazing. I can just fill in my brows with a few tiny strokes for a natural look, or really fill in my brows quite a bit for a more full-on effect. I'm going to keep them quite natural since the eyes are going to be super dark. Brows are on and I'm feeling much more like myself. I'm going to be using my Smashbox Full Exposure palette for the eyes today. I'm going to be working on the warmer side of this palette today. The first one I'm going to start off with is the matte creamy color in the top section, and I'm just going to be applying that to my brow bone. Next, I'm moving back to my smaller brush, and I'm taking this slightly reddish coppery color that is kind of shimmery but not too sparkly, and I'm going to be applying that into the crease. I'm also going to blend that out with my MAC 217 brush just to keep everything nice and blended and soft. I don't want any harsh edges with this look. And I really want this color to pop, so I'm going to go back in and reapply and blend this out a couple times until you can really see the color payoff. Next, I'm going to take this golden shadow with a peachy undertone. I'm going to be applying this one in the inner corner and then slowly blending it across the lid. I'm also going to be taking that shade right in the inner corner under the lash line. And now I'm going to use this slightly shimmery chestnut shade right on the outer corner of my eye in that outer V section, barely bringing it into the crease. I don't want to take away from that red, and also bringing it slowly across the lash line as well, very close to the lashes. I'm taking that same shade under the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to be moving on to a bit of brown eyeliner. I'm following that trend of very blended, very soft. I don't want a super harsh line all the way across my eye. I'm just taking this about 3/4 of the way across and blending it out and upwards to give it a very smoky look, but I want that definition at the lash line. I'm also going to take this very lightly under the outer half of my lower lash line. And then last step with the liner, I'm going to be tight lining under my top lashes as well. And now onto the lashes. I'm going to start by giving my lashes a quick curl with my Tarte Eyelash Curler. You all know how much I love this thing, and curling your eyelashes makes such a huge difference, especially if you're doing a very smoky eye with an intense lash line, because you sometimes can't really see your lashes. So by curling them, that puts them up, and then they're kind of against this gold shade, and then you can see them a bit better. Next, I'm gonna use a bit of lash primer. This is Sil's Booster from Lancome. I talked about this in my August monthly favorites, and it is an awesome lash primer. I just use a tiny bit of this over my lashes before I put mascara on, and it makes such a huge difference. And then the actual mascara that I'm gonna use is also from Lancome. This is Definisil's, oh god, and I'm using the dark brown shade. I'm choosing a deep brown mascara just because that's my personal preference, but I also think that it will kind of tie everything in together and look like one cohesive look. Next, I'm moving on to lips, and I'm gonna start by shaping my lips a tiny bit with a natural liner from NYX. I'm gonna use a clean eyeshadow brush and just kind of blend it out. I don't want my lips to be super defined, I just want them to be shaped naturally. Alright, and the last step is a tiny bit of lip gloss, and I'm going to use this tiny baby Bare Minerals lip gloss. This one is called Spark Plug, and it's just a very neutrally kind of pinky shade, and I'm going to apply that over my lips, and then we'll be done. So this is my finished look. I absolutely love these tones for fall. They work really well on blue eyes and green eyes because that red tone really makes them pop, but these would also work well on brown eyes because it's a neutral color palette, and neutral color palettes go with pretty much everything. I hope you all enjoyed this look as much as I do. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below suggesting any other fall looks you want to see this season. While you're down there, check out my description box because I have added new social media links in there. You can now follow me on Snapchat and on Facebook as well. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click on my face right now to do so you can be here every Monday and Thursday to see my new videos. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter, both of those things are at JonJonTalks, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! Anyways, so I was featured in this BuzzFeed article, and it was like 15 men who are wearing no makeup and being fierce, and I was number 7.